Sorry, everyone. I apologize for providing you 7 hours series number 1 of Counter-Strike. Now, jumping into the game, let's see. Sprout on that defense. They're going to have Spitty with a molly flash combo. Anonymo. Ooh. Who sets a util again, and we are going to see Sprout with a suffocating push down mid. That's spotted by Snatchy though, and it's a flash over the top, but the T's here at Banana still going to be separated by that molly, which is still burning, but Snatchy able to make this one work. Innocent coming back, and it's gone well for Anonymo.
That has gone pear-shaped for Sprout though. They were the ones hoping to catch Anonymo off guard. However, they were caught in the middle of nowhere and nowhere to turn, run, or hide, as they now have control of brackets. Barvin. He's going to be Molotov's out of position, so that Molotov comes back to bite him. And now, Spitty in a 1 versus 5 is going to have his lights switched off.
Yeah, it's a big ask. A very large ask from the man to win that 1v5, although we did see a couple of players pretty much do a good job of it in the previous map. Inferno, different affair though. Now Anonymo taking yet another pistol. Starting off the T side nicely. Going for this by Sprout, though, with the Deagles. It is Inferno, so pistols can reign supreme.
Got to coordinate their way through the door first, though. Early molly up Banana. Just giving some space here now as the carpet bomb is going to come through, I would suspect. Doesn't hit this mark, though, from Sprout. So, bracket stack as well to contend with. And Anonymo are just in the process of dismantling crossfires.
Back at Brust coming through, as we are going to see Faven fall back into Boiler for the moment. That's 10, cracking things open, and the Deagle's not working as intended. Spitty, that's going to be a hard one to track, especially with the inaccuracy.
Yeah.
So, Tyler hopping onto site, being an absolute nuisance. But it's worked out for all the Anonymo fans out there. Look at this second round on the board. Brals and Kate just holding for some exits. They can get their mitts on a primary weapon or two. That's a pretty good buy for Sprout into the next.
Speed Demon just fooning his way into the A-bomb site. But there's nothing on offer here for Sprout. They really aren't going to get a chance to even make contact with Anonymo as they just back off, save everything they've got. It's a good round for them. They keep it nice and clean. And most importantly, just let the MAC-10s, the SMGs, do what they are intended to do, and that's break their way into the bomb site, farm that money, and they'll want to win that round. So, still no buy available, really, for Sprout. Might have some upgraded pistols, as we're starting to see filter through. But, to me, rounds like this are won and lost on selection of utility. They do have some smokes, but no volume of flashes. They have a single flash. Molotov just prevents the push down. Banana, giving them some space to work with. The smoke at top of mid is going to just buy some more time as well. Barvin tries to get creative, but Anonymo just grouped too well for Sprout to be able to get the jump on their opposition.
Spacing goes a long way. Map like Inferno. Sprout haven't had a huge opportunity to make things work yet, but going into the next, we'll see what they can do. All 3 remaining CTs in the right position to make this one work, but the spam is too damn good from Anonymo. No one falls. 5 alive. And now, Anonymo are heading into a bonus round. Are they going to commit though, or do they go for the upgrade up against the first full buy coming out from Sprout?
Yeah, I don't know how effective it's going to be. I mean, Rails is probably the only one, even then, who actually upgraded to head armor after that. So
found his helmet.
Yeah, found his helmet. And, well, that means, too, that you're looking across at Sprout. No kits. So, if they do have to retake, it's going to have to be in a fast fashion. As look at the pace at which Anonymo are hitting top of brackets. Utility's coming in. Not long before they're in diggity.
Oh, and it is going to be a change of pace. Sprout,
Ooh.
though, not going to be missing much now. They've got some weaponry in their hands. And Kyler just has this Mac 10 to play with, only a little bit of Carp's control. There's plenty of CTs positioned to play off one another. Slacks here. Wide line at Moto. Kyler, oh, he's almost threaded the needle, unfortunately for him. Spitty, close at broken wall. Peeking off the contact and making that one look easy. Minimal financial damage onto Sprout there as they go into the next and crack the egg nice and early. One CT round on the board, and they keep the pace up. Early timeout coming through for Anonymo here.
We've seen that on their T side. That is where they just constantly take timeouts. So we saw it on Vertigo. They used 3 on their T hub, and it wasn't even later stages of the half. As we saw, we saw them taking tactical timeouts in, maybe their first proper gun round, maybe in an eco sort of situation, but they're probably one of the few teams up there with Renegades that are actually using a lot of their timeouts. I think it was a stat earlier that Renegades used 19 timeouts so far. Sprout being the other one with 15 timeouts.
Well, I think Sprout...
But that was prior to this match.
Yes, exactly. I was going to say Sprout has definitely surpassed that one now. Anonymo might have even done it in just 2 maps. Now, what's going on here, Anonymo? Flashing their way and looking for some mid-control, positioning Rylan close here to Apps. Looking to filter out this position. Still coming from dig would usually signify that there is no one playing up in apartments, so Rylan should be looking for some control. Smoke to cups as well. Sprout in that third man back. Play that double arch setup. Anonymo, however, pushing forward over Banana. Line up, looks good, but Snacks, he's low. Pacadola for a moment. The molly, enough to finish the man off. He crosses to log successfully. Slacks expecting Snacks to go for aggressive approach, but the molly hits actually spread right at the end, and Snacks goes down. Lovin getting gifted that bomb. Slow smoke push from Kyler, hoping for something. And Sprout, the 4-on-1 up against Rylan. Very happy to take that one. Look at that, 4 alive at the end. 2 AKs carried across. Orp still living on in the hand of Slacks. This is what Sprout want here in the first half, just to get a bit of momentum early, get as many rounds on the board as possible. You can see what Anonymo can do to make a comeback happen.
Could have done with the bomb plant there, though, Anonymo.
Yeah.
Would have allowed them a bit more utility other than just that of Kyler. However, we will see just what they do with it. No early Molotov up Banana from them. Snacks, though, believing he might be able to catch out Sprout here. They play aggressive atop Banana. As soon as they overextend, he's ready to punish. His second mid presence, clearing out apartments, just ensuring that the CTs are forced to play from the side. Spitty, though.
There you go.
All over it.
You don't see that spam hit too often, but right on the noggin. Rylan catching it. Here it is, smoke towards Archers, Snatchy, and a risky game. He's committing. I go for that late wrap in through CT. Slacks eyes on the prize as the rest of Anonymo starting to creep up here at Banana, looking to make some noise. And off the back of that, we'll see how the coordination comes from Snatchy, or if his entries even come in. Rail's still holding here. Slacks finally spotting Snatchy, who's going to be able to thread the needle in towards CT. But Riles, he's here. He's waiting for that smoke to fade. But now the CT smoke needs to be worried about as well, because Snatchy has closed the gap, closed this distance. 2-man setup at New Box. Okay, he's just going to hide.
Chewing up the timer too.
Yeah, so little to play with. And the team still need to get to site. There's the info they were looking for, but they have no idea where K is, who's going to be able to find one more, but the bomb still needs to be planted. There it is, down at U-Box, and that should be the round for Sprout, equaling it up at 3 apiece. K survives and takes one more down right at the end. Snacks, AWP in hand, that's all you'll get. And Anonymo are going to be kicking themselves that they left it so damn late.
Great call, though, from Sprout to play 2 CTs in the bomb site. Even better still, they played double new box, and that is going to be a round that they desperately needed to just stabilize their economy. And as I said, Anonymo, no bomb plant. All they've got here is the Pied Piper with Snacks and that AWP. Are they going to follow him around just like the Pied Piper?
It'll be answered shortly. Eastside AWPing. Some people swear against it, but then some people make it look so damn good. If Snacks can be one of those. But for the moment, it's a slower approach from Anonymo. Sprout as well. Not going too aggressive. Playing that default. At early banana control. Posting the AWP down. There's the final info. Been ready for that swing at mid. Off of the broiler contact. Oh, and Slacks has actually gone down in the thick of things. Double AWP now for Anonymo. So if one wasn't enough, now they've got 2 big green bangers. And it's going to succeed for another. Snacks. Can he hold enough control? Well, I'm going to be planted for banana.
No smoke into CT makes it dangerous for those 2 AWPs. Rallen brings it back to 2 versus 2. Riles does not have a lot of HP to work with, but thankfully he's up against AWPs. So they're going to work their way in through Con with this flash. Oh, Rallen, you run right into his crosshair, Riles. And this is Spitty now trying to make this 2 versus 1 work, and Rallen stands strong. What a round. And 2 AWPs. That was the secret.
1 AWP. Couple of beautifully maneuvered tees across the line to bait Slacks' shot. Put Snacks in position to succeed. And then the double AWP.
Yeah. And straight away they get rid of it. Rallen just throws that away, gets the M4.
Yeah.
Don't need to run that. So Sprout have to dip into their back pocket to buy here.
Early plethora of utility in the corner.
Kyler gets a tickle. That's about it, though. Great grenades from Anonymo to just push both players back deep into arch, deep into sight. Some layered utility to try and just see whether or not they can push the T's back down banana.
Look where Snacks
Wow.
is. He's beat all that retake util, got himself up into the cubby. Unfortunately, with all the retake util, means no one was there to help him, so he was able to be traded. And, Slacks is going to be able to hold this 1 by 1. Anonymo come. They'll get control eventually, however, 2-man advantage. Make it a 3rd now. Kyler falling to Kate. It's up to Innocent. Hasn't been spotted. You can see Sprout just hunting for his position. Well done here in the corner.
Has no idea where he is, too. He's just checked top mid. He's gone through apartments. They know where he is now. This is up. The jig is up.
Slacks just needs to hold. Molly to slow. Innocent. Oh. I'm just looking at Spitty and Boiler. He just has not peaked at all. Holding. Farvin. To do it from the bottom of mid instead. So Sprout hit back and keep it all tied up at 4 rounds each here. In the first half of Inferno. Of course, the 3rd map in the series. Sprout mostly kicking himself. They had a few chances to close things out over on map 2, but now they're here to win it. But Anonymo as well. Needed to go for this reverse sweep. We'll see how it all plays out.
Map 3, you either bin it or you win it. That's it. Now, no money for Anonymo to purchase into this round with anything other than upgraded pistols. Rowland's got that AK, so maybe he's the one to look to. As Slacks needs to be careful that he does not fall victim to an overextension. And quite smartly now, they're going to back off. They're going to surrender control of apartments here to Anonymo. And this is where they need to make sure that they keep Anonymo at arm's reach, utilize the fact that they have superior utility and weaponry, and not fall into the trap of being overwhelmed.
See how it plays out. Nade to bracket, connecting onto any of the Anonymo players. Staying relatively grouped. Rowland with the AK, and that'll get lost. And could go on a retrieval mission, but again, don't want to be going one by one. Farvan, to be aware that this could be the case. Flashed in. Whoa. Great timing on that one. Snatchy as well, drops the bomb there at Dig. And that's the round. Farvan, huge play from him. Find himself a quad kill. Jumping through the arch smoke. Slacks at the ready with the secondary. Sprout maintain the lead.
That's exactly what they wanted. Now, Anonymo, what are they going to do? Notice that these guys also leave their buys till relatively late. They're going double. Okay. 4 MAC-10s and a Galil. They're buying down to the 2.5K mark, roughly. Rowland the lowest. And they're going to make this work, hoping that there are relatively little head armor for starters, which is not the case, but hoping that they can beat the utility as they just go straight up mid-mac. This is madness.
Not letting go of that W key and looking to try to manipulate some timings. It's going to be even trades for the moment, but Sprout now edging out with one more. Slacks mollied off. Happy to give up control of the site. It's awkward, but it's worked. And Anonymo might be able to find an equalizer. K not going to be clear in the right corner. No one close enough to trade either. And just like that, Anonymo in a very good position to succeed.
Slacks has maintained his position in apartments, but it's of little use right now. Oh, a round like that is not the way you want to be losing. Not to 4 MAC-10s and a Galil going fast, mid, jungle to A. It was enough to overwhelm with just the sheer speed of Anonymo. That's a relatively simple round.
Huge performance when needed. To round 11. Wait, we're going to see this one swing. It's Slacks down mid, who can't quite connect. Snatchy. He's jumping into the tunnel. Punish any extra aggression. Spitty. Look at him. Trying to cheat the tempo by rotating back to B nice and early. I think he actually left all that util for his teammates to play with, but boost over the corner. Oh, Pinocchio and K. It's actually Spitty to pick it up. CT's all facing together, and the splash is going to be so damn perfect. Rals really supporting up a storm here. And it's Kyler and Rowland, who are in a very rough position to try to get back. Creeping forward. We'll see if Rowland can get up on the half wall. Off angle will work for Spitty, but we'll be expecting K here on sandbags as well. Spotted. 1-on-2 for him. He'll fall. And Anonymo doing a great job to get back into the round, but as I say that, Slacks posted right on the line, goes back 4 seconds, and knocks Kyler down to 20 HP.
That's an aggressive repeat, and now they have him boxed in at Banana. I don't think Kyler's going to be able to get away with much more than that, and that is exactly what happens as Farvan rounds that out. Now, another round where they don't get the bomb plant. You can see their economy is still relatively healthy enough to buy into this round. It's Sprout that needs to start stringing some more rounds together to allow players like Farvan to be able to continue to buy. However, it's not the end of the world. Another timeout being taken here by Anonymo, just maximizing what they are able to do within the time limit, as they now have a bit more time to work out what they're going to be doing with these T-side gun rounds. Obviously quite clear that when they take their timeouts, the strategy is all dialed around the T-side. Because, I mean, we've got the stats, which I'm just going to make up in my head. 3 out of 4 of their attack timeouts are utilised on the T side. 75%. Quick math.
You're all over it, aren't you? A huge amount of util for Sprout to bring into the round, but they're just going to be taking guns straight down mid instead. Anonymo a few towards second, so they might be able to react nicely. At the same time, Slacks, there's a huge one on Duralin. That's the man advantage again. Slacks, the trade master, as Kyler threads the needle, timing in behind Slacks. Barvin able to trade over from Archers. Just a round decided pretty much off the back of good positioning. We're out close enough to trade. Out with the numbers.
2 versus 1. And there's still 1 minute and 25 seconds left to play. That's how quickly that round panned out. You could just see just amongst all the chaos. Kyler was getting out carpet. There was a push down mid. It was all happening. And now both Riles and Favin are just going to consolidate either bomb site. However, that is a window of opportunity here for Snatchy to be able to isolate a 1 versus 1. Have plenty of time to maybe reposition. And just, again, play another 1 versus 1 where the clock is ticking for his counterpart. However, he's quite methodically checking everything out. Does not have any info as to where the CTs could be.
Shadow advantage will be there for Riles, who won't connect. And Snatchy dodges every one of those bullets. Barvin's got a smoke to work with. Coming in from Banana. Snatchy putting his back right up against New Box. With an open plant too. This is going to throw Barvin off.
Surprised he wasn't able to pick up any more utility heading through 3 X's there on the map. But Snatchy now is just playing this time to perfection. He's going to peek around the corner here, and he's actually going to catch Barvin off guard. That Molotov is going to be extinguished, and is it going to be stick? They're going to go into the 1v1 duel.
He's done it.
Wow, Snatchy pulls that round quite literally out of the fire for Anonymo. And what it does is it really puts the CT economy back another step. They are on that low loss bonus. And, I mean, K's buying into it. They've got some scouts. They've got some M4s. They're going to have to forego some utility. There's some upgraded Deagles in the CZ. This is the Whitlam sampler buy. Everyone's favourites.
Molly. Sandbags and Anonymo going again. Trying to cheat the corner, but no flashes through. No, Riles is able just to stand and deliver.
No re-aggression though, off the back of that flash. I reckon there was a small window of opportunity there for another frag. However, again, double new box.
See, K was going to be the one to take first contact, but Riles went to the back with half HP. Nade finishes him off though as K now revealed in this position, but the T's, they need to filter him out shortly because the other CTs are starting to come up. Banana, and they do it just in time. Plenty of time to get this bomb planted now. The 2 CT retake from Banana. That one's been heard, but they don't know the second man's in the same position. Faven. Sneaky. It's the play around the smoke, but at the same time, Kyler find some contact. Faven couldn't actually find that rifle there either.
No, it's gone. They actually threw a grenade straight into top Banana. So I don't know actually whether or not that was because they were aware of the flank potential from Banana, or actually whether or not they wanted to remove that AK from the body. If that's the case, 200 IQ.
I'd love to say that, but I think it was just the timing of the HE going down as everyone else was fighting too. So, missed opportunity. How quick's the trigger finger? Good question. For everybody out there. Anonymo, though, really just slogging it back, and with 7 on the T side already. They can edge towards 9. I would be extremely worried for Sprout.
This is a good half from them nonetheless. As they've got that CT economy right where they want it, and that is in shambles. Heavy concentration from Sprout towards the top of mid. I would suspect on the back of a flash here from Riles that they will diverge all of their concentration on mid. And a smoke too, so just waiting on that momentary call. Slacks. The sacrificial lamb, the information getter. Here we go. There's the flash. However, just the shooting gallery. Snatchy finds 3 now. Snacks is at the back. And these are the sort of situations he loves because he can just add those numbers to his stats page. But it is a final round of the half here for both these two teams. Sprout now, they need this round desperately. You don't want to be going down 9-6 against the T side. That is a suboptimal half.
Well, everyone brought up into the final round of the half so far. If Sprout can get 7, I wouldn't be too worried. They've had a lovely looking T side. Both maps so far. This series, they are just going in dry. Anonymo, contact play up mid, and Sprout were definitely not expecting it, but Spitty reacts with 2. And the late trades through, looks away for a moment, and Snacks is going to take advantage of it. Riles down to 8 HP. The man wants to try to buy time for K to come in on that flank, but goes in a little bit too early on the cross, thinking Snatchy might have rotated. K has the isolated fight, but Snatchy feeling it this map. And ladies and gents, it's time for another halftime break. Final half of the series coming up just after it. big first half from Anonymo on the T side. Let's see how they go on the CT one, because this is their chance to make that reverse sweep happen. However, Sprout are sharp, and if they come out of the gate swinging, if they're tapping everything in their sights like we've seen them on the pistols most of tonight, then we're in trouble. But similarly, we are going to see this swing straight down mid. Oh, Anonymo, nothing's going to stop them going down here, except for Sprout, who are going to stand and deliver, hold that ground. Bomb as well needs to travel across the bottom of mid, but look at this patience from Sprout, happy just to face together. Wait for Kyler to try to go a little too aggressive through the smoke. Spitty and Kate definitely expecting this one. Trying to fade away, but the molly. Everything against Kyler at the moment.
Yeah, there's no real opening for him in this round, is there? They're just happy to sit back, and it looks like Anonymo tried the exact same pistol that Sprout tried and failed with in their first half, but I think this Sprout may have turned a new leaf for the second half. However, Kyler still believes there's a chance he might be able to take some armor with him, he might be able to take some numbers, but no chance of winning the round.
$300 in the bank for the next. We'll see if that one changes anything. Doesn't look like it will. Spitty, surviving on 1 HP. The absolute dream. And that is it. Sprout picking up their T-pistol as well. And if they get a roll on before you know it, all of a sudden we're at a tied scoreline yet again.
That's exactly what Anonymo don't want. I mean, 9-6, yeah, it's an impressive halftime score. But it used to be the case that, you know, if you lost the pistol, that scoreline could be overturned quite quickly. All of a sudden, you're 9 apiece. And maybe that's going to happen here. But very deep approach now from Sprout. Oh, that's a nice piece of grenade work from Anonymo. Just softening up Barvin and Raul somewhat as the B execute rains out.
Just some conditioning, util. Looking to bait out any of these smokes that Anonymo do have this side of the map. Look at this, Anonymo. Solid as a rock, just holding on to that utility for as long as possible. Sprout now looking to contact on that CT smoke fading. Is the refresh, but more util to play with here. Nade into front of sight, Kyler. Be able to hold, and just like that, T's going to be forced back, but the bullet's not quite connecting as much as they would have hoped. Spitty looking to create some space at A, and he's found the only player towards this side of the map. Few guns retrieved, though, for Anonymo. Mac-10 and Galil. We'll see if they can win it from the 3v3.
Galil is dangerous for Sprout, but Innocent's not convinced. He's suspect on something. They haven't moved out of this site. There's also, on the flip side of the coin, they don't want to feed the Mac-10, that kill bonus, either. Happy to just take what they've got, which is pretty much just a Galil and some armor into the next round. As we said, just not wanting to lose that, especially to a Mac-10.
That's 5 guns. Carried across into the next for Anonymo. They won't have to fully invest and still have a decent amount of firepower to play with. But Sprout going to be happy as Larry navigating their way back to A and back to another round on the board. Now just 1 behind Anonymo. The buys on both sides. Sprout are going to invest into an AK or 2. A little Mac-10 and AK carried across from the previous, so see how this one goes. Now, I don't know, they've got this nade, Ralin. Like he's going to toss it to a perfect position. 52 damage onto Slacks.
Tasty. Big Congo line. All towards the B bomb site. Spinny is so deep. He's sitting at the bottom of second mid with an AK. In the meantime, he's just left the rest of Sprout to contest top of Banana. He will get a wriggle on. He'll be watching the tails as they hit into this bomb site. Okay, spraying away through the smoke. Actually copped some counter damage from Anonymo. Bomb plant finally comes in. And this is the round where Anonymo will be looking to lock Sprout into this bomb site if they can, and just go for the exits, because anything that they can take into the next round will be fantastic. Sprout haven't exactly got the best economy themselves either. I'm looking at particularly K and Spitty for their money situation. So if they lose weapons here and turn them over to the CT side, that is a bit of a flip in the economy.
Big damage, all
Okay.
things considered. However, it's the two weapons you want to lose being lost. Just the Galil and the MAC-10. The AKs, the ones that matter, are going to be carried across into the next. And yeah, I guess it's going to thin the economy slightly. Kate, someone's going to have to drop in one of those AKs after he buys up. Everything should be pretty good going forward. But there it is, the equalizer, Jim. Tied up at 9 rounds apiece.
And, well, Sprout will be happy with that effort. It's actually on the AWP now too for, I guess for both these two teams, or their primary AWPers respectively on the AWP. Snatchy actually oversteps the mark with that run boost. Would have been spotted by Slacks, no doubt though. As they'll exchange the utility. Oh, it's a crushing grenade for Riles. He just cops that squarely onto the noggin. Anonymo, super deep in the A bomb site too. That's a great pick from Slacks. They're going to hit this.
Yeah, sharp on it, especially considering it was just the knife jiggle coming through. Either way, Innocent going to be dropping that smoke and looking to play around it. Man is swinging over to Coffins, valuing his life. You really love to see it. But is Snatchy expecting this position? The answer is no. However, Arlen, close to trade. And things go back in Anonymo's favour for the moment. But Sprout, they've got the side.
Yeah, but that bomb plant's only just come in, so quick exchange through the smoke. Spitty's going to go back to watch Banana, however. That's not where the action's going to be. This Flash is going to come in, and they're going to pour on the back of that. Slacks finds one. He's checking Arch. However, there's two players watching effectively the same line. They're going to let them creep up onto Coffin. Smoke will provide them some cover from the side, but it's not going to be enough. They're going to have to back off here.
They seem to be fully aware of the position of both of the CTs, but as that's all happened, Anonymo looking to creep to a save. Smoke invested. K just spamming. Sprout seems to be happy to go down with the ship because they're taking forever to exit. Oh, push through. K delivers an AK. However, if Kyler wants to bother to go for that one, won't take the risk. Happy to hold his ground. An M4A1S and AWP carried across. Money's not quite there for the buy, considering it's just 2 alive. But that, of course, Jim, is the lead for Sprout. Very solid on the T side.
Yeah, they could put 2 weapons, I guess, in the hands of their teammates. They're taking a timeout, funnily enough, to discuss this. And, well, the question is, who gets what? Where do they go? Are they going to do something funky on their CT side? So far, they haven't necessarily done anything out of the ordinary. And I know, particularly on maps like this, and what we've seen between these two teams as well is, off the back of tactical pauses, there becomes this temptation of both these two teams to change the tempo entirely.
Yeah. And it works.
It does.
Great to see. See if Anonymo for some kind of rough play towards Sprout. However, Sprout not going to be going towards Banana, where 3 Anonymo players reside. It's the weaker side, the one with 2. That's over towards A. Nice and early. Sprout creeping in through apps. However, perfectly timed. Molly. Slow things down. Kyler. Heard a footstep or 2. Second play off of the contact of Rowland. Oh, nice entries, and that's going to be the A site found already. Anonymo. At this point, you're calling the save.
Absolutely. Kay has just opened things up nicely with that Mac 10, just jumping out, bounding onto the balcony. And, I mean, the temptation surely has got to be there from Sprout to aggress for every weapon they can take.
So the trades, great call. Hitting it earlier in the round for Sprout, choosing the correct site. Now, Anonymo, I guess part of stacking that B side early is if this is the situation you get put in, of course you can just carry the weapons across to the next, save all that util. Look, 9 pieces. And Sprout, just respecting them, happy to keep their own economy stable as well. So, going into the next, Sprout starting to drag out that lead. 11 to 9. I don't know, what are they going to do off the back of this? Money's there to drop, considering Innocent and Snacks already have full util.
I guess there also the temptation from Sprout too was like, do we try and thin their economy or build our own?
Yeah.
And, I mean, if they're already turtled up in B, very difficult prospect anyway. So, you know, at that point, you're splitting hairs for the CC side. Now,
Anonymo running the exact same strat back. However, this time, Farden stuck in between those mollies, has to use that smoke. Dodges a couple of nades before going back towards the logs. Either way, Anonymo, they were thinking about going for the early rotation. However, it's just Snacks bringing some more util back. What's the B side of things? Anonymo expecting an A side hit.
Looks to be that way. Certainly posturing for that in the way that they have adapted. Now, Snatchy's going to go and see if he can catch anybody out. This could be a late peek on mid. Slacks is ready for it, but Snatchy quicker. Posted up already. And Snatchy's going to try his hand for a second. Do not want to overstay your welcome.
Slightly missed opportunity. Other way. Could have been seen as Snatchy biting off more than he could chew. Looking for 2. His way back to B. A great read from Anonymo. Snacks up on Fallen. Innocent. Tucked away at Dark. Be sneaky. Snatchy actually going forward and punishing Favored. Oh my. Not going well for Sprout this round, but as I say that, Riles, he's not out of the round just yet. Molly as well. Going to be extinguished there, and Snacks will be able to hold his ground. 18 seconds, and K rather starting to make his way. Putting a bit of pressure up towards Archers, but they've left it too late. As long as Rowland just stays alive here on site, he can stop the plant, but maybe he can't. He's going forward. There's time, but the trades come through too late, and the round goes into the bag for Anonymo. 10 on the board now. Finally, finding a round in the second half.
Fortunate there for Spitty that he died before the timer expired. That was certainly a round where they left it late and had no time to clear anything. They just had to hope that they'd done enough to pull the rotation over towards B, and there was nobody remaining on A. Sprout do still have that 1 round lead though. Oh, Snatchy, run boost. Slack says goodbye.
Solid pick to get. Slacks will be doing so much work for Sprout this game. Marvin playing a dangerous one as well. Up over the smoke, the jump not heard. Oh, and Snacks is in the corner. He should be able to trade, which he will, but the close positioning coming out from Sprout is good enough to crack open the B site and get them back into the round. However, Anonymo still with that man advantage. Rowland just trying to beat the timing. Crossing through that molly into Con, but still he doesn't want to keep going forward. He's just mollied Coffin. Stopped any more aggression from coming through, but it's the flank that Anonymo need to worry about. Look at this from K. He's found one. Oh, it's a little bit messy, but he gets it across the line.
Now, Riles is just going to wait this out. He could be collapsed on here. Rowland is checking the back of the bomb site. They still have that player in the arch to contend with. He is convinced that K is around, and Rowland finds Riles. That is it. As Rowland has done enough to defuse this, and they will level it up at 11 apiece. The money situation here at Sprout is far from convincing for two of the players, but they should be able to put a buy together.
Well, look at Riles, mate. He is having a rough game. No matter what he chooses to do, he just unfortunately is not getting away with anything. All he had to do was tuck his head in for like a couple more seconds, and that was pretty much the round already won. But he worried about getting that pick on site. Needed that info. They couldn't figure out where that second man was coming from. But again, it's going to be the AWP on AWP battle for mid early on, and Slacks is going to win it this time. So Sprout, good position, and it's even better as well. Farvin ready for that boost over the top of Banana.
Grenade just slightly too shallow. Innocent's got this whole bomb site to try and defend. A single smoke to do so. Flash puts him off the line, and he's trying to empty what he can of his M4 clip. He's tagged up Spitty, who's only got that deagle, but they'll get into the bomb site now, Sprout, and they should be able to plant as nice early call from Anonymo. Don't stick around too long. We've got to save.
And Sprout just edging into the lead. Have a crack at that economy. Keeping 5 alive is so good for them right now. Giving themselves a second shot, so you won't see them going for the hunt. Just looking to stay respectful. Give Anonymo another buy as well, which of course gives them that extra fighting chance. But at this point, you know, if Sprout lose their economy, things could go south quickly, and Anonymo could just run away with the game.
That's not the news you want if you're an Anonymo fan. But I'm really enjoying this AWP battle in mid. And the AWP battle is about to intensify as Anonymo are going to run a double AWP setup. So that's a big investment.
Changing it up. Over towards B this time. That's in the hands of your boy Snacks. Snaximus will lead the rest of the boys to victory. Currently they are that round down. Farvin taking a dangerous approach in through the smoke, in through the molly as well. And Snacks, he was ready for it, but he's not going to be able to connect. And Sprout thinking about going for the bust, but the molly slows them down for now. Anonymo not sending a third man over yet. This could be dangerous.
How dangerous? I guess they're about to find out. Utility reigns in.
Ooh, as do the troops, just going in behind that wall of smoke.
Oh,
Snacks
what?
had no idea where he had to be. Slacks just found him. Must have been a gap there somewhere. He could have just gone for the pot shot. He's all the way to Banana. Who knows? Either way, Innocent looking to dance around the pillar at the back of sight. Has that impenetrable surface, but he is going to fall regardless. Swing comes through. But so do the trades, and Anonymo in with a shot. Farvin still on 50 HP. K on 12. And things could get dangerous. Big nade. Now with that bomb going down, they know that there's going to be some eyes looking the wrong direction, but K looks in the right position this time. Snatchy gone. And Kyle is thinking about it. However, he couldn't get the shot off. The reload takes that millisecond too long.
Anonymo, I would suspect they may take a pistol buy here just to get the city economy back in line. Is it worth the gamble to try and go for a buy? He didn't see him.
No, he didn't. Just made the read. Shot at that corner under dark. And
that's it. Final timeout used here for Anonymo. Final timeout of the series.
This just in. Anonymo used the most timeouts of anyone in the tournament and will do over the next couple of days. I'm joking, guys. I'm not the stats man. That was made up. But if we could get the stat on that, that'd be poggers. Either way, 2-round lead for Sprout in this situation. Gives them a little bit of room. Just grab at some oxygen. Suck them in while they can. And use Anonymo's pause in their favour as well.
Again, just interested to see whether or not there is a change in tempo. They bought into this, Anonymo. The question was, are they going to buy into this and maybe give themselves a uphill buy heading into it. They don't want Sprout to head towards 14 rounds. Or did they just buy down with pistols, give themselves more gun rounds? Because, I mean, we've seen them actually, if they surrender a bomb site, they're not even going for it. Just trying to keep that economy lasting into the later stages of the half. And it's done a good job because they haven't had a lot of success in putting successive rounds together. And that's essential for a CT side.
Snatchy has had balls of steel, by the way, to not take that shot. Go back half blind onto the line dry. And Sprout, you're waiting to hit that go button. Great counter util coming out from Anonymo. It's literally Snatchy versus Sprout on the B side, but Farman has found the route in. However, Anonymo, they are literally calling the save, so we'll see how much more util Sprout used to get in. Inevitably, it's going to be another round, but Anonymo know, Jim, that they cannot afford to go for this one.
Absolutely not. I'm looking across. There's not a single kit on Anonymo. There's no chance. So they've made the smart call. They'll be talking about how they make these next few rounds work in their favour. Sprout are grinding their way towards that match point. Their economy is still in a really good, healthy position. So for Anonymo, they're just going to have to win these rounds. They can't try and concentrate on, breaking that T-side economy. It's just not going to be a factor in these rounds. But look, if you're Anonymo, we've seen their backs to the wall. We've seen what they've produced on Vertigo before. So it's not as though, this match is potentially over. It's a testament to their mindset and a testament to the experience of the players on this roster too. Snacks was saying that they chose to replace some of the youngsters with some more experienced heads because in these sort of situations, it's unfortunate that the youngsters aren't going to possess the level of level-headedness and experience required as reliably as some of the veterans.
Well, that being said, Snatchy really got unlucky there. No matter where he went, after that boost came up, he was sort of in a rough position. And as you could see, Anonymo, they took that gamble, sending 4 men towards A early, and at least they've got guns here. Try to stop Sprout from running away with the game, but Sprout have just been choosing the right side almost every single time.
Making some great reads. It's what you want at this stage of the game too, in a really closely contested series. You've done everything right. You're making the right reads like that, winning rounds, just fuels you with a sense of confidence about your own game style. Heavy concentration over towards this banana. I mean, Spitty is the passive lurk.
We'll retake util coming through for Anonymo and starting to split up all of the Sprout players. Couple of flashes come through. Snacks, he's got one more to try to help out Innocent here, but look at the timing. Haven straight into CT, and Anonymo have absolutely no idea. Big flank coming through, but he's heard some footsteps as well. Does he target Rowland, or is he just going to commit to finding Snacks here at Coffins? Oh, there's Innocent. They're going to flick around, but he gets the kill regardless, and in comes that push. Innocent, his position knows. The molly is going to be extinguished before it manages to pop, and K and Spitty trading it back for the moment. It's up to Snatchy here. And the man is nowhere near B. He's having his own little fight over towards the A side. Couldn't get that trade onto Spitty. But he forgets about him, says, screw him, I'm going for the round.
That was messy, though. I don't know how Innocent survived for that long at the back of the bomb site. However, Snatchy, he's just better off to try and consolidate his own economy here. He needs to watch his back. Spitty is nowhere to be seen, but you can tell he's living rent-free in Snatchy's mind right now. Snatchy's just got no idea where he is. He's desperately trying to save that AWP. I'm looking across at the money situation here for Anonymo. The loss bonus is going to be up there, but it's not going to cover all of their losses. There are going to have to be some sacrifices made in terms of utility, but they should be able to put a buy together here. And backs to the wall. It's match point. It's series point here for Sprout. Oh, the spam from Banana.
Okay. I don't think I actually noticed that wall was spammable.
It is, yeah.
Never seen it. Makes sense. There you have it. Info is there. They know he saved the AWP across. They heard it shoot earlier on in the previous round, but series points, Sprout. They've got 4 of them here in regulation. Let's see what Anonymo can do to stop them. Taking the dub. Looks like we got a dead round. Otherwise, Fabian was just going full foon up mid. He hit a couple of hops. Props to him.
Yeah, he was bouncing. I'm sure the spirits of Sprout are buoyed right now, but cast your mind back to the last map. It's hard not to.
The hilarity, I was just thinking, how funny would that be if that is how Sprout won the game? That wasn't a dead round. Faven was just full confidence. You know what, boys? I'm B-hopping up mid. Hold the swings. Hold the swings. I got this. Knew that he was going to hit 6 hops in a row.
Too much for Z-Block.
Ooh.
Jewel of the Fates up mid. Is that what you're going for?
I did notice that it was kind of a bit of that, but look, still a great tone for the situation we're in.
Ooh.
Ooh, oh, he's threaded the needle, but it's known. Snatchy ready for this position, connects, but it's cost him a whole bar of health. Just down to 17 HP for the moment, but a man advantage for Anonymo.
Yeah, they're pressing on this A-bomb site right now, though. Rotation is still deep in Arch. So I guess they're kind of committed here, Sprout. They're just waiting for that second layer of utility to come through to give them space. And Slacks finds Rallin, so now there's an avenue to flank through jungle if they want, and this is surely going to be weighing on the minds of Anonymo.
Innocent coming better late than never, I guess. Kyler, though, is not going to be able to buy some time for these rotations to come through. And Innocent now just needs to stay alive and try to find Snacks, but he's gone, skis. And it's Snaximus, the last hope of Anonymo. 1 on 4, 2 players from Sprout low. He's heard the scope around the corner. There's one, untouched. Smoke in play, no kit though. So that's 5 seconds that he cannot afford to lose. Edging forward, and Sprout, they are playing passive, looking to swing off of the contact on site. Rouse falls. Maybe a chance now. Smoke goes down, but no tap. The T's don't need to force forward just yet. 14 HP. And Snacks, he can't find the bomb. The game's done. Sprout will continue on here in ESL Pro League, but we say goodbye to Anonymo.